Welcome back, everyone. This is Mad Rafiki again. Hope you're all doing great as always, because I am doing amazing. Take a look at this. So we got the beacon set up, and I just came down here. We're down here in the mine shaft. Like I said, it just goes right through the tower for right now. We're most likely going to have to move it later as we get further into this, right? But I have been working on digging this out. Haven't found a single diamond, but I have gotten quite a bit of stone. And I'm using it as a tree farm at the moment too, just while I'm mining away, I'm letting the trees grow, so I can do two things at once. Once I come back to put resources, I cut down some trees, and get some good stuff. And take a look at this, have quite a bit of things, haven't found any diamonds whatsoever, have a bunch of this thing, oh god, that thing, diorite. But yeah, it's going great. Now, only issue, our Silk Touch Efficiency 5 on breaking 3 pickaxe is almost broken. So now is the time when I am going to go back and I am going to take our librarian and I am going to try to get a mending book. Or mending trade from him. So I'm going to do a bit of trades. I have quite a few emeralds saved up. I actually have them in my ender chest right now because that's what I used to set up the beacon. And boom, 46. So with that and a book, I should be able to go ahead and get what I need from him. It's just going to be a lot of repetitive breaking and putting down the lectern until he gives us the mending trade. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I am going to see you back once I have the mending. We did it, everyone. Oh my goodness, that was actually the quickest thing ever. I put this lectern down probably like 5 times and we got a 12 emeralds. 1 book, of course, mending. Oh my goodness, this is just amazing. I'm gonna get a couple of these here, so let's break this. I don't have Silk Touch, right? No, perfect. All right, so that's for both the pickaxes. We have one on the sword. Yeah, we'll just get 3. We'll get 3, as many as we can get. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely wonderful. I can't believe it took such a little amount of time in order to get that, and I actually had to take that book right there, so now I get to replace it. Perfect. Okay, we're down to 1 emerald, so I'm gonna have to do a whole bunch of trading with the farming villagers. Alright, everyone, welcome back. It has been a while. Oh boy, has it taken me such a long time. Oh god, when your tools are too good. It has taken me such a long time to get all of the materials together and to get all of this done right here in the village. But I think it looks incredible. So let's head on down there and take a look at what I've put together. Now, all of these buildings, you saw me build one when we first started this village area, and everything is fairly similar. It's just a variation on the different blocks that we use. So of course we have our starter house right here that we built in our first episode, right? And then over here, you've seen the fishing shack. Oh my god. I keep doing that every time I walk through here. You see the fishing shack over here that we built during the Hermitcraft live stream, the first one, not this past weekend one, which I wasn't even able to see. I was too busy working on this. It has taken me a crazy amount of hours to put this all together. We have the butcher right here that does only fish, because it's right next to the fishing shack. And of course we have our area here with, I never showed you these guys. I'm going to come back to them in a second. We have our area with our sheep and with our cows. I've been breeding them up and getting a bunch of leather because I've been putting together a bunch of item frames. Yeah. But these guys right here, so I show you the clip where I found them, but I didn't show you the clip where I named them. So we got Lucky 1 and Lucky 2. That is the luckiest thing that has ever happened to me. I've never come across 3 of them just like that, especially in a mountain area. Typically, the times that I have found them, they're in the plains biome. But yeah, so that was quite crazy, and I was so happy that actually happened. But as we keep moving here, we have another butcher, and this butcher right here is actually just for beef. Of course, it's right next to the barn, so it really makes sense, and we should follow the path. We should follow the path. So, we just go around this way, have nice little bushes, flowers all over the place, nice grass growing. And then we have our leather worker. Our leather worker, of course, is right next to the barn, and the beef guy, because he uses leather from the cows to put everything together. But oh my goodness, I am so happy with this. This is coming together. Oh, you can see our mob farm. This is coming together so great. I went through and I placed all of these trees over here, so I think definitely needed to add some lighting to the outside. We've lost a couple of villagers because even though the village is lit up, as you can see here, I've done a very good job of lighting it up. The outside of it is not. So when zombies spawn out there, they just track the villagers all the way to their houses, end up breaking down the door, and the villagers are so dumb they come stand right here, and the zombies just, you know, punch him, end up despawning, all that good stuff. But you actually haven't seen this place right here. So this is one of the newer places that I put together. This is our beetroot farm. We have a nice farm out here. I didn't have that many beetroots, so I planted them, and I gotta start collecting them and, you know, expanding. I don't really like beetroot. I don't think anybody likes beetroot, but hey, you gotta have it. And we even got a trader in here that has beets as a trade, so, you know, it might actually be useful. So I'm gonna try to use it. Now, as we keep coming along here, we have this nice little place right here. Take a look at this one. So, nice little houses. Once again, alternated the stripped from the oak, right? And I actually, if you notice, these just have dark oak flooring and things like that. Reason being is I might have and could have potentially ran out of dark oak quite a few times. Oh, and yep, these are all carrots, because carrots is the primary trade that we're going to be doing. He has wheat, but I'm sure he'll unlock a carrot trade soon enough here. We'll pick some up too. All right. Yeah, so just another farmer, and this crop field with the carrots is a lot easier to collect because it's fully flat. The one that I have over here, it has all sorts of levels to it. So every time you jump up, the tilled soil just breaks, and it makes it a little bit annoying. And then right here we have our Fletcher with some sticks, some feathers, some arrows on the wall, and of course the fletching table that does absolutely nothing right now. But we have him. We are prepared. We are ready for the next update when we get the target block, and hopefully something nicer with that target block. And right here, ooh, don't let him out. Right here we have another butcher, but this butcher is not for cows, of course, and I think you can hear them, but it is for chickens. Obviously the Fletcher needs the feathers and things like that, so you had to place them nicely together there so that they can, okay, giant lag spike. I probably cut that out so you didn't see it, but oh my goodness. But what I was saying is you want to put them nicely together, because they are going to be using the resources that each one of them produces. Of course, we have our farm over here. This is another wheat farm, and this is the one that I've been trading with. So we have a bunch of emeralds. He's probably locked out because I just traded some carrots not too long ago with him. We have our cleric right there, right? Oh no. No. I missed the cartographer, but we're coming back to that on another day. Look, I've been working here for all of Saturday and Sunday. That's 2 days straight where I've just been farming wood and getting the materials together and putting these places together. I'm a little worn out from it, and that, guys, is actually one of the ways that you can stay, you know, motivated and not get bored from this game is once you And that, guys, is how you can stay motivated and not get bored with this game, because, you know, it gets quite grindy, and to do things like these, even though they're amazing and they feel so good to complete, sometimes you're going to realize, you know, you missed a couple things here and there, and instead of doing them right away, it's much better to just step away for a little bit and then come back to it. Now, right here we have our weaponsmith. We have some grindstones behind some trap doors right there. We just opened that one so he has access, and of course some storage area. We're going to be using a lot of the emeralds that we get from our farmers in order to trade with this guy right there and with these guys right here, because these tools, they're going to provide us with diamond tools once we get them up to the master level. Right now, as you can see, they just offer stone, but you know, we're going to get them there. We are definitely going to get them there. Oh, this guy has a coal for emerald. That's not bad. But yeah, this is the blacksmith area. We have some anvils in here. We have two smithing tables because there are 2 guys in here, and we have 2 anvils. You know, they're heating up some iron right now so that they can go ahead and put them on the anvil and make the tools that need to be made. And take a look at this. I actually put in all of our iron reserves in here as well. We have quite a bit of iron, and that's all thanks to the iron farm. Now it doesn't work while we're in the village. I have to AFK there, but it does an absolutely wonderful job, and I still haven't had a chance to add the 2nd layer to it, so we're definitely gonna have to do that. Now right here, I could not for the life of me remember what was supposed to go here. So I built this place up, you know. I have nice little bedroom back here, you know, nice and covered, and have some nice little ways to block the villagers from getting out. But I don't remember what was supposed to go here. I had to remove all of the workstations from all of the patterns, or all of the templates that we had on the ground with the cobble and the oak. I'm gonna have to sleep soon. I had to remove them because as soon as I finished the house, I would move a villager in there, and as soon as you brought the villager through here, if there was a workstation that was unclaimed, they would claim it, and then I was having a hard time getting them to switch to a different workstation. So I ended up just breaking everything, and then just putting them in as I brought a villager over. So once I brought a villager here, I put in the working station here, but not beforehand. So take a look at this. We have our stone cutter right here. Of course, we have nice little storage area for all of the bricks, all of the stone, the quartz, everything that can be used in a stone cutter is right here. And eventually this guy right here is going to give us quartz, so we don't have to go into the nether and mine out all of the quartz ore. It's going to give us a chance, you know, not to have to grind too much for those items or for those blocks. But yes, I think it looks so wonderful. I think it looks so great. Now, one of my favorites, because there's still a bunch of details that I have to go through and add to these houses, is this right here. So the loom, I think you guys did see this before, but we have some banners, and yeah, there they are. There he is. Hi there. And they trade some wool, so that's definitely a very useful trade that we can easily get up and running with an automatic sheep farm. But you know, in order to get colored wool, we also need an automatic flower farm. So there's still quite a bit of work to do. In fact, there's so much work to do, it's so difficult to decide on where you're going to start with, and I always run into that. But I think, you know, making these YouTube videos and getting this content out for you guys has definitely kept me a little bit more in line. I'm enjoying myself significantly more, even though I love the game, significantly more than I regularly do. So thank you so much for watching and for leaving feedback, everyone. I truly appreciate that. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do, because we have this together, and like I said, you know, in order to not get bored, you got to split up your projects. You have to have multiple things going on at the same time, or at least I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start work on our actual base. And I do believe that our base is going to start off at least underground. I don't want to have an underground base completely, but I definitely think that's where we're going to start. You know, usually that's where my inspiration comes from. I start building something and then I'm like, you know what, it would look way better here. But I'm also a massive Etho fan, and as you know, Etho has had his man cave running for years, and I want to replicate something like that. I want to do something similar, but with my own take on it, of course, with my own materials, so it has a different look and it has a different feel to it. And I think I have a wonderful place to go ahead and do it. And as we run over there, I'm going to tell you what the rest of the plans are for this town, because obviously I still have to finish that village. I have to put all the banners together and put them on their respective houses for the respective professions of each villager. But take a look at this. So this mob spawn right here, and then they track the villagers into their houses and they end up killing them, which is not the most pleasant of things for me, because then I have to cart them all the way over from the enchanting table all the way there. So yeah, but this right here is all going to be a field of wheat. Now this field of wheat is going to be broken up by a road that's going to be taking us up here. And right up here is where we are going to be starting our stone section of our village, and it's going to be right in this area. I already see this being a giant mine that's going to go down to bedrock, and that's, you know, where they're going to get all of the stone to build all of the materials and to build all of the houses that are going to be here in this area. This is one of my tree farms, by the way. But I believe we are going to be going right over here. So we have this nice mountain area on this side with a swamp on the other side. And I think that's going to make for some interesting coloring once we're actually building our automated farms in here. Okay, we are back. So I know I said I was going to build over there on the mountain that's on the other side, but I think I'm going to be doing it right here. You can see a little bit of what I got going on. So I brought some chests over, just putting some things together. And now I am going to get a bunch of orange concrete powder. So orange is my favorite color. Absolutely my favorite color, and has been for quite a while. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna make a couple of these. I'm not gonna make you sit here through the whole thing, but we are going to be primarily building with orange and with orange. Oh, too fast. How do we do this? Okay, I'm gonna have to work on a system for this. All right, but we're gonna be primarily building with orange and with quartz. Now I know I said quartz was really grindy to get, but I really want to build with orange and quartz. You know, white and orange, and I would say white concrete, but I like the texture that goes on with the quartz, with the smooth and. I think, what is it? The quartz block, right? And then you can cook it into the smooth quartz. I think it's going to be a really amazing contrast. And we're going to build this inside of the mountain, like I said, because of course we have our villages out here, and I don't want to impact anything too great. And I know I picked the other area because it's going to give us a view, but I think this one's going to give us a nice view as well. I definitely don't want to go too far away, because that's one of the trouble, and that's one of the things that you'll learn when you go too far. Sometimes you forget about the build. So if I go too far right now, I might end up just building something else and then starting a different build, and then the village that we started at the beginning, or city, is never going to get done. So we are definitely not going to go too far at all. We're going to stick in this area here. I think the only things that are going to be farther away are going to be the farms. So for example, when we put together the Guardian farm, of course, we'll have to go far away for that. But if we don't have to, I'm going to try to stick right here and just build this entire world around this particular area, which is pretty perfect because it is right next to spawn. All right, so let me just finish this stack up here, and then I'm going to show you guys what I have going on. Like I said, I'm very inspired by the Etho man cave, and you know, now that I think about it, I think I've been watching Python play a lot. Python plays Minecraft, and that man has a underground base as well, but ours is going to be a little bit of a mixture of both. We're going to dip out on the other side of these mountains here every once in a while, especially at the beginning, because I think we're going to run out of space. I'm going to be making some giant areas, which is going to require a lot of resources, so it's going to be quite a bit of grinding, but I think it's going to come together very nicely. So first things first, we're going to be going right in here. I'm going to have to terraform this area right here to just make it look a little bit better, but we're going to start with an Etho door. We're going to have a door right here. It's going to be piston retractable. I just don't actually have any pistons right now, so it's a little bit of a situation. And I also don't have too much quartz, but this is what we're going to do. This is going to be our beginning right here, just like this. And let's go ahead and clear this out. So we're going to have 3 main areas, okay? But these areas are going to be branching off in different directions, and they're going to be leading to all of the farms, all of the different things. So what I'm thinking is this primary room in the middle is going to be a giant centralized storage room. And then this area right here is going to be for some farms. This area over here is going to be for some farms. And we're going to be expanding, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ensuring that all of the farms that we build in this area are going to lead directly back and automatically into our storage system. That way we do not really have to worry about anything. And one of the perfect things about being on this mountain is that I don't know what the Y level is, but this is high enough that water will freeze at the top of the mountain. And as that happens, we are going to be able to get some ice, and it means we're not going to have to find an ice spike biome or anything like that. We're just gonna be able to do it naturally with the mountain height. Okay, so it's gonna be something like this. I'm have to think about what the pattern is that I'm gonna be putting in here, but the orange and the white, this is definitely what I am going to be going with, just like this. And you know what, I think, oh yeah, I did mess this up. I did. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go with a different block right here. The other thing that we are definitely going to need is I keep talking about this guardian farm, but we are going to need some lanterns, because I don't want to go around here and spam torches and spam lanterns. I think this is definitely more of a modern build. So with some lanterns, everything would come together much easier. All right, so we go 2. We're going to go 2 more right here. 1, 2. And I put the beacon out there because as I'm digging this out and, you know, making the areas, it is going to make our lives so much easier. I'm so glad I decided to fight that wither. It is going to make everything else in this world so much smoother. It's going to be incredible. I think we're going to be able to make a significant amount of progress for each single episode that we're in here. So I'm thinking something like this. Now, we're definitely going to have to, I keep breaking this because I just imagined the door, but I need slime for the door. I'm going to have to find some slime. And we have a swamp right over there, so by next episode I should have that door up and running here. But we definitely need some more quartz here, so let's put that away. Let's put that there. We're gonna come back to you later. I have plenty of sunflowers, plenty of dandelions, so I can definitely get the orange without a problem. And let's take some of this quartz here because we have to come up with a little entrance. Right, so our entrances here, they are very tall, so we're definitely gonna have to work something in here. And I mean, real simple, I think right at the start at least, that's probably going to be a light, but we definitely need more than this. I don't think that's enough. That leaves it a little bit too plain. So let's see what we can do here. I do not have many quartz at all, much quartz at all. All right, so let's get some more stairs. You know what? I really like this block, this chiseled quartz block. I absolutely love it. And I just realized I could be using the grindstone for all of this. All right, so let's see. What if we do something like not sure what's going to go in that corner there, but we do something like that. It definitely needs to be more rounded out. What happens if we actually, I guess we could do the whole, we could do a whole trim around the ceiling just like this. Yeah, we can definitely do a trim around the ceiling just like that. And then the floor here is going to have to come up. I mean, you know what the center block's going to be, right? Just and I think we are going to be doing some patterns in the floor. We're going to be doing some patterns with the quartz here. And we're gonna have to introduce some more blocks other than orange and quartz, but just for the start, I think this is absolutely going to be great. Yeah, this is definitely going to look good here. So let's put some lights down. just like this. And so what I'm going to do is for the next episode, I'm going to get together a bunch of quartz, and I'm going to get together a bunch of this concrete, this orange concrete, and we are going to start working on the storage room that is going to go right in here. And oh, look at this, because of that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beacon. So these rooms are going to be fairly large, like I said, and this in particular, this storage room right here is going to have to be enormous, because I want to not only automate it, but I want to make I want to put every single block in the game, or not in the game really, but like every single block that we can really think of that is stackable in here, just to make sure that, you know, we have our bases covered. But what we are going to do though is we are going to have to dig down. And so I'm going to work on getting the setup for this room, like I said, and getting all of those materials together. And as always, everyone, thank you so very much for all of the support, all of the likes, the views, the subscriptions. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. And if you want to see, like I said before, if you want to see any of the tutorials for the houses, like I said, I made one with you guys in episode 4, and I think they're a little bit repetitive, so you can definitely just take a look at that, and you should be able to replicate it if you're looking to replicate it. But I can most definitely make any sort of tutorials. If you guys just ask for them down in the comments, I'd be more than glad to. But that is going to be it for today, everyone. Thank you so very much, and have yourselves a wonderful day.